Okay, good day, guys. Let's take a look at our Euro USD, GBP USD, and USDJPY for this week. So make sure you click on that subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Make sure you check subscribe if you have not subscribed. So during the week, right, we actually range within this level, which we actually talked about, right? We actually saw a ranging market move on, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We also talked about having a bullish move on Monday, which we actually had, right? We predicted a bullish move on Tuesday, right? We got it. Then we also talked about having a drop. So basically, when you go to the 4 hour time frame, we talked about ranging on the 4 hour time frame. We even did analysis for the 23rd, right? For the 23rd of December, we told you guys that we will be ranging within this level. And guess what? Price was actually ranging, right? So we would want to see where this movement will be going for this week that would want to predict for. So in order to be able to predict such movements, we would have to start from the higher time frame where we would analyze it downward to the 4 hour time frame. So with this high time frame here, we would start with the monthly time frame, which is the month time frame, 1 month time frame, right? So if you take a look at this monthly time frame, first of all, you would want to know the trend, especially the full trend on this monthly time frame, right? So when you see this movement, I think this movement was around 2008, right? You've been seeing this drop on this Euro USD. One of the reasons is that USD itself is gaining strength against our euro. But now, if you are to take a look at this recent movement that was made on Euro USD, you see that this price was actually bearish during this period where we were actually selling, right? If you were following, you would have seen how we were selling, how we actually took a sell position, right? And if you take a look at this average moving average you are seeing here, which is 10 period moving average, and we do use it to guide us. And one of the things is that once our price is below this moving average, once price is trading below this moving average, then there's only one movement we all should watch out for, right? Which is to actually sell. We have to look for a position to actually go ahead and sell. So this is what we've gotten on Euro USD. Euro USD was actually bearish below our moving average, one of the reasons why we sell. But now, if you take a look at this recent movement, since we would want to predict price for this week, right? So we would want to predict for the week. So in order to predict such movements for this week that we want to predict for, right? We would want to take a look at this recent movement that is being made on Euro to USD. So this recent movement that is being made is a bullish move. So this movement, this bullish move, or if a pullback, if you want to call it, I don't know if you want to call it a pullback, if you want to call it a bullish move, or change in movements, that is up to you. So if you take a look at this movement here, you see that this is a bullish move, and this movement started since October. Price actually opened and closed bullish. Then we entered in the month of November, and price also opened and closed bullish. You can see it, right? Now this is the month of December, and price have given us a bullish move. So you can clearly see a candlestick wick sticking out. But when you go to the daily time frame, or you go to the 4 hour weekly time frame, this week that you are seeing here is kind of like a pullback. That is to tell you that price will still continue the bullish move. Let's see by the time this month will end, let's see if price will be able to push up further and close about this week, whereby the week, this candlestick week, won't be showing anymore. We don't know, right? But we will get into that soon. So by the way, this is a bullish move on the day. We can see on December, we are in the month of December, and price has given us a bullish move. So that is to tell you that we will continue our bullish move, because we would want to predict for this week. We will still expect more bullish move. Secondly, is that you can see this price is now trading above our moving average. You can see previously it was trading below the moving average, but now you can clearly see that it is trading above this moving average. So since it is trading above our moving average, then we have no other option than to go ahead and take a bullish move. We should still see this as a bullish move. So I've also set a target here, which my price have never gotten to. So if price can get to this target here, then maybe a massive drop will be coming, or price will break out. But anyhow, I'm going to update you soon or later on that. So these targets that I'm watching out for, especially if you're a position trader, long-term trader. So this is the level that I'm watching out for, which is a level of 1.08199. So I've highlighted it here. Once again, 1.08199. So I'm watching out for this level for this our Euro USD to actually it. One of the reasons why I've also highlighted this, like the reason is that we've seen price have reacted to this level previously, and we all know that once price have reacted to a certain level previously, and price is also close to that level, then we expect price will get to that level and react to that level. So you see this level that I've highlighted here. If you see it here, you see that price once reacted to this level. We saw price dropped and it gave us a pullback. Once price gave us a pullback reacted to this level, then price continued its bearish move. Same thing with here, movements here. You can see price also reacted to this level. Let's see if we can spot price react to this level. I think price have actually reacted to this level, and you can see price have also reacted to this level, so right? So since price have broken above this level, right? So the next level I am watching out for is a level of 1.08199. So if you have to zoom it in, right, this level, which is 1.05, you saw that price is close to it. One of the reasons price have reacted to this level, you saw that price broke out of the level, so price is now giving us a pullback to test this level. So once price have given us a pullback to test this level and it is over, the price should give us a continuous bullish move to tap this level that I am watching out for, which is a level of 1.08199. So above all, we are still speculating a bullish move on euro to USD. So we should expect more movement upward. That should take us to the weekly time frame. So this is the weekly time frame, right? We would want to trade for this week, and one of the time frame we must not miss out, or we should rather analyze properly, is that weekly time frame. So clearly we can see it on the weekly time frame. This is an uptrend move. That is the trend, right? Especially before you take a trade, you would want to ask yourself, what trend is it? Is it a downtrend move? Is it an uptrend move, or is it a range market move? So we clearly can see on the weekly time frame we are on an uptrend move. So take a look at this movement here, which is an impulse move. There is a correction on euro to USD. Take a look at this new impulse move that was made. You see this ice that broke this previous ice, and now this is a pullback on euro to USD, right? Now this is a new highs on euro to USD, and here is a pullback. Take a look at this, right? A new highs, right? You can take a look at where this highs actually got to, which was previous, about upper week ago, right? That's 2 weeks ago, right? Price actually got to that level highs. Of course, we expect a pullback during that week, so price have given us a pullback. Now this pullback is over. What do we expect? A further bullish move. So you can see where our price actually closed for this week, right? So you can see it, price huge candlestick week is sticking out. So this week that we are trying to predict for, right? We also should expect euro USD to continue that movement there and give us that bullish move. Let's see if in 2 weeks time a new highs will be made. We don't know, right? Or this continuous movement would enter next year, which is January. We very much likely to take this similar movement um in 2 or 3 weeks time. That would be next year, right? So this week, right, we would also want to see it open and close bullish. We would be expecting a bullish move. So we expect this price to move up and form a new highs. So since we are expecting a new highs to be formed, that is to tell you that this week that we are predicting for, we expect a bullish move. You can also see it on the weekly time frame. Price is also above the moving average. Notice on the monthly time frame, price have broken above the moving average. Same thing with the weekly time frame, price is still above the moving average. So as long as our price is trading above our moving average, then clearly this is a bullish move and we should consider to go long. So when you take a look at the daily time frame, so this is the daily time frame, right? This is the movement we're talking about where price was ranging. We will get into that soon. So first of all, before we place the trade, what is the trend? So you clearly can see an higher highs and an higher lows. So price is going up, right? Also, our price is also above our moving average, also still trading above our moving average. So you can see it, price trading above the moving average on the monthly time frame. Same thing on the weekly time frame and same thing on the daily time frame. So definitely we still on a bullish move. So if you want to see this to be a pullback, let's see it here. to be a pullback, then it is okay, right? It is valid. So we would be expecting a further move that will be made that will take out this previous highs. But before that, I'm going to we would go to the 4 hour time frame soon, and I will be expecting what you should watch out on the 4 hour time frame before you can go ahead to place your bullish move. So we will get into that soon. But when you take a look at this daily time frame, right? Clearly this is an uptrend move. So you can consider, let's start it from here for quick analysis. So you can take a look at this to be an ice, and this will be considered to be a pullback. You can take a look at this, a new ice that broke this previous ice, and here is a pullback. Of course, there's no doubt that price is ranging within this level, still seen as a pullback. So we would now if we would now like see this as a new ice if only this price breaks out of this ranging market move, and this is where we go to the 4 hour time frame. So this is it, right? On the 4 hour time frame, you can clearly see that this price is ranging, right? After price have given us a pullback, price is ranging on this 4 hour time frame. So clearly we can see a movement to our resistance and downward to our support level, and again to our resistance. You can see this movement same again to the support. So basically price is moving that same way. So we would like want to apply that rules of trading, rights, which is trade what you see and not what you think. So we would want to also trade with this movement. So once maybe market opens by next week that we're predicting for, we should go ahead to take our buy, close the position at the resistance level. And again, if price is giving us a sell movement, you can go ahead to sell on this euro usd, right, and close our position on the support level. Then once price is giving us a bullish move again to the resistance level, we can go ahead close our position at this resistance level. But if eventually price now breaks out of this resistance level on a 4 hour time frame, then that should kind of like be a confirmation that okay, the uptrend movement or the bullish movement that we are all expecting on the euro usd have started, right? So if price eventually breaks above this resistance level, then we can now say, okay, it is now time for us to continue that our bullish move on our euro USD. If not, on this 4 hour time frame, we would continue to see price range within this level. So it will continue to range within support and resistance level. So basically, if you want to wait, be patient enough for this price to break above the resistance level before you take your buy upward, then fine. And maybe if price can break above it, it comes up and give us a pullback before you go ahead to take your buy, still fine. There's no problem about that. So this week on euro usd, we expect to actually open and close bullish. That should take us to the to our GBPUSD. Once again, make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed. So when you take a look at it on the monthly time frame, right, on this GBPUSD, now take a look at it. One movement you can clearly spot is that I think this movement started since early 2015. You can see that this movement have been ranging ever since then. So now this is it, right? We saw that this price dropped to our support level. You can see a price reacted to this support level and came up to our resistance level, right? Then again, price gave us a downward movement down to our support level, and now we've made a bullish move to our resistance level, and now price have broken it came to our support level, then broke below it. So we can kind of like consider it as a false breakout, right? You can kind of see this as a false breakout if you want, right? So this movement itself that price broke out of is not really important. It not as at now, it is not. Maybe in the future, maybe one if price continues to go bearish, then we can make use of this movement. But as at now, it is not. So basically, we saw that price have broke out of it, which you can consider as a first breakout. So if price wants to continue the bullish move right upward, then we should expect it to continue to give us that bullish move till it tap our resistance level. So GBP we still expect a further movement, but you will see something like this, that this is kind of red, right? So this, we should see this as a back. So you would take a look at this to be as an ice, and we should now consider this to be a pullback, which the pullback will be ending anytime soon. I think we have less than 200 pips, or let's say I think about 100 120 pips, right? 120 pips, bearish move that will be made before this our GBP USD will continue its uptrend move. So basically, no much movements on this GBP USD again, just a little bit of a drop. Then we would continue that bullish move. So this is how I want you all to see it, right? So this GBP USD, we still on an uptrend move, still on a bullish move. But as at now, price is kind of giving us like a pullback, which we should not neglect. So we should still watch out for it. So since price is still giving us as a pullback, then we have no that option than to go ahead to see this as a pullback. So once this pullback is over, then we can now continue our long movement. So for a position trader, for a long time trader, you just have to be patient for this price to start giving us the uptrend move before we go ahead, to take the trade. Now, when you have to go to the weekly time frame, so this is the weekly time frame, right? You clearly can see one movement that is being made on the weekly time frame, which is a bullish move. So you will take a look at this to be an ice, and here is a correction. You can see this to be a new ice. You can see this new ice that broke this previous ice, right? And now this is a correction. Take a look at this, a new ice. After this new ice, what do you expect? Of course, we expect a correction. This is what we are having. A correction is to be made. So I am watching out for this level. Maybe once that correction tap on this, 10 period moving average, right? We would expect a further, bullish move. So you see it 2 weeks ago, right? We actually opened and closed, bearish. This week that just finished, you can see that this price also opened and closed bearish, right? So this week that we are predicting for, we should still expect more drop to be made. Maybe once that drop is over, then GBP to USD should continue that bullish move. We don't know how volatile this pair would be for this week that we are predicting for. Price might just decide to go bearish and stay bearish, close bearish. Price can decide to drop, then give us that bullish move, thereby closing bullish. So we just don't really know. But one thing we know for sure is that this GBP USD bearish move is not yet over, so we still expect more drop to be made. So maybe once it is over, I'm going to update you, then you can go ahead. But I'll be watching out for this movement downward till it tap our 10 period moving average. Once it taps this 10 period moving average, then I will now be watching out for like a setup on this. If I find one, then once I find one, then we can go long on GBPUSD. So above all, right, GBPUSD for this week, we still expect a little bit drop before we continue that uptrend move. Now take a look at this daily time frame. So of course we are expecting a drop. So this is one of the reasons why we are getting a lower lows and a lower highs. So you take a look at this to be as a lows on GBPUSD, and now you see this to be a lower highs. You can take a look at this to be a lower lows. So this would be seen as a lower highs. After that, we expect the final lower lows that will be made. The last one that will be made. Once it happens, right, then we should now expect that bullish move that we are all expecting for on GBPUSD. So as at now, if you want to place this trade, especially on the daily time frame, you just have to sell, right? Because we are seeing a downtrend movement. It will make sense for you to go ahead to take it long. Secondly, we are still trading below this moving average. So you can see this price is below this moving average on the daily time frame. So it will make sense for you to go ahead to take it up. So you just have to wait for the down movement to be over before we go ahead, to take that long movement on GBP USD. Now let's see what this 4-hour time frame says. So we clearly can see the same movement on the 4-hour time frame. So this is it. Clearly can see lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Remember, in the long run, right, especially on the weekly time frame and on the monthly time frame, we are still expecting or speculating a bullish move. But once you go to the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame, these are still giving us a bearish move. So that will not make sense for you to go ahead to take your buy movement, because this still indicates more drop is coming and we expect more drops to be made. So this is one of the reasons why we would see a more bearish move on GBP USD, coupled with the fact that this price is still trading below our 10 period moving average. So since it is still below our moving average, then definitely we still see this as a sell movement. And the last one we have is our USD JPY. So like I said, if you've not subscribed, make sure you click on that subscribe button. So when you take a look at this USD JPY, for let's start with this higher time frame, which is the monthly time frame, right? So let's see this movement that was made since 2020. At first, since this is the movement of 2020, you clearly can see that this price was giving us a bullish move. USD JPY was, we were seeing higher highs, higher lows on our USD JPY, coupled with the fact that this price was, trading above our 10 period moving average. And we all know that once this price is still trading above our 10 period moving average, then clearly this is still a bullish move. Then this is still a bullish signal. We should actually go long. Then this movement, I think it was about 2 months ago, right? This is the month of November. Our USD JPY actually opened and closed bearish. That month, most of our USD actually dropped, right? So the month of November, USD JPY actually opened and closed bearish. Now we are also in the month of December, and USD JPY have given us that bearish move. So if you are following this channel consistently, you would have seen how we've highlighted this level and why we are watching out for this level, for price to hit this level, right? Guess what? Price have actually hit this level, right? So if you are following, you should have known why we actually were watching out for this level. So though we will go into that soon. Now, if you take a look at this moving average, you see that previously price was trading above this moving average. One of the signal or sign that we are still on an uptrend move. Then when we now start having this drop, that this price have now broken this 10 period moving average, then definitely there's only one movement we should still be expecting or watching out for, which is to sell. We should, just if you want to go ahead to trade USDJPY, then sell, right? Go ahead to short. That is it. Now let's go to the weekly time frame. So you see for this week, price actually opened and closed bearish, right? I think it was on Tuesday or on Wednesday when this USDJPY actually dropped, right? We actually saw that huge drop. I think it should be on Tuesday, right? So I mean, we will get into that soon. So price actually dropped. So of course, since price have reacted to here, we expect price to give us a pullback. Now this is it. If you take a look at this to be as a drop, right? Of course, we expect a pullback to be made, and now this will be seen as a new lows that broke this previous lows, right? Now when you take a look at this, you see this to be a pullback. After the pullback, what do you expect? A new drop. You see that this new drop broke this previous lows. So once this new drops has been made, it breaks this previous lows, then a new drop again that broke this previous lows. What do you expect after this new drop that has dropped to this level? We expect a pullback, which is more visible on the daily time frame. We will get into that soon. So this is why I am saying huge candlestick wick here, because a pullback is happening. So once that pullback is over, we should be expecting another drop again on USDJPY. So this USDJPY, more and more drop will continue to get more and more drop. So the week that just passed, that just finished, right? We actually open and close bearish. So this week that we are predicting for, right? This new Monday to Friday, right? We expect it to actually drop more. So USDJPY, more drop is to be made. You can also see it trading below our 10 period moving average, right? Of course, once your price is below your moving average, then this is a sell movement. Then we have to go ahead to sell. So this is it. We are USDJ price below our moving average. So we still see this as a sell. Now, when you take a look at this daily time frame, this is what we are talking about. And yes, the movement was made on Tuesday. So you can see this huge, massive movement, more than 500 pips. We actually talked about having this drop on Tuesday, so we got it. Now when you take a look at it on a daily time frame, before you want to place your trade, right, before you consider placing any trade, you would want to ask yourself the trend for that movement. So clearly this is a downward trend. Now take a look at this, see this as a drop. Let's start it from here for quick analysis as a drop, and we would now take a look at this to be a pullback. If you take a look at this is a new drop, and now this is to be a pullback. You can take a look at this to be a new drop. You see this new drop broke this previous lows, right? And now this is a pullback, right? So once this pullback is over, we should be expecting a drop. So we did analysis for the 23rd, right, and 22 this was 23, 22, and 21. So since 21, I told you guys we did analysis for the 21. You can go back to check it on USDJPY. We told you guys that we will be expecting a bullish move. Same thing with today, which is 23rd. I told you guys that we should expect a bullish move on USDJPY. This is what we are having. One of the reasons why we were expecting a bullish move was this is should be considered as a pullback. Once you have a drop, of course a pullback needs to play out. So once a drop has been made there, we expect a pullback. So this is the pullback, right? So once this pullback is over, we expect another continuous drop. So this pullback, right, we will be watching out for a pullback of 133, a level of 133. So currently this price is trading at 132. Though this market has not ended, but we have about 2 hours for this market to end, right, to close. So if in 2 hours price eventually taps a level of 133, maybe once the market opens again, we should continue to sell. And if it closes at 132, then we should still expect more bullish move to be made till it hits a level of 133. Then we will continue that bearish move. So above all, this week that we are trying to predict for, we expect this USD to give us that bearish move. You can also see it again on the daily time frame. Price is still trading below our 10 period moving average. So since it is still trading below this 10 period moving average, then we should still expect more and more bearish move to be made. And now if we would want to place a trade, let's see what this forward time frame says. So this is not the best time to actually go ahead to sell, because you can see the forward time frame, we are getting an higher highs and an higher lows. We talked about that. You can also see the forward time frame. Price is trading above our 10 period moving average. So as long as this price is trading above this moving average, as long as our price is still above our moving average and it is still giving us higher highs and higher lows, then it is not a good opportunity to sell. Though on the full time frame, right, if you have to zoom it out properly, you see that this is a sell movement, right? But as at now, a pullback is playing out and this pullback is bullish. So once this bullish move on the pullback level is over, then we can go ahead to sell. So all we just have to do on USDJPY is be patient. Once the pullback is over, then we can go ahead to sell for the week.